Oh, thanks for coming back. We're going to do a quick kind of an intro video on the Baofeng GM-15 Pro, little handheld. Merry Christmas. Maybe it's Christmas morning, you're opening things and you've got a brand new GMRS handheld and you want to know how to get started with it real fast because the menu maybe is longer than you have the attention to look at right now because, of course, you're sitting here looking at this thing and it's just like, okay, what do I do? How do I do it? Nice thing about it is they come with some presets. They come with your simplex channels all the way up to channel 22. And then, as you might already know, channels 15 through 22 also are repeater channels, which means they're the output of GMRS repeaters. And so if you already know of repeaters in your area and that they have tones, they also have these banks called DIY that come after the first batch of repeater channels. And so right now, for instance, I'm on DIY 10. I don't know, the screen doesn't show up too well on camera, but I've got it scanning right now, by the way. But you can alter those DIY channels on the radio itself without plugging it up. If you ever do want to plug it up, there's special software from that. For this one, I use software for the Radioddity. I don't remember what model. It's probably similar to the GM-15, but yeah, we're picking up some traffic there, so I'll turn the volume back down. But if you want to, and unfortunately, it's going to be hard to show you because it's the menu, the screen doesn't show too well. But if you press the green button, you get into the menu for a given channel. I'm going to stop the scan. We're on DIY 4 right now. I press that menu button though, and squelch is the first thing I see. And I'm going to use the arrows to go and work through the different options until I see, and I'm going to tell you what it says once I get there. It's TX CTCSS, and it's going to say off. So press the menu button a second time until it's highlighting where it says off, and then use your arrows to go and define. In this case, I'll find 77 hertz. Let's say that's our tone for this repeater. And that's transmit. You can also set a receive tone. That was a couple options right before I made it to the transmit CTCSS. I'm going to press menu again, and it's going to save it by doing that. Let me make sure it sets. And then I'm going to exit by hitting the gray button, and I should be using a transmit tone now. In fact, trying to see if it shows it. It doesn't actually show it there, but if I go back into the menu, it does. And again, I'm sorry, I'm holding it up as though you can see it, even though I can tell here it's too washed out to make out. But that's one thing that you might want to do out of the box. If you know your local repeater tones, go ahead and get them configured in the first bank of DIY settings. You can change the labels for these. You might notice I've got it unified. If you could see it, you'd notice I've got it unified DIY4, and then I've got the frequency number. Part of that's I just wanted to get familiar with what frequency was which channel. For me, that's channel 34 out of the box. It'll DIY4 is going to be channel 34 for you two. You can put it in scan mode by pressing a long press on the pound sign. So that gets us kicked off into scanning through. And of course here we've picked up some traffic, which I think in this case was interference because we're too far from that repeater. But long press on the scan button, the pound sign gets you scanning. We get a lot of interference down here. Well, here we've got some real traffic. And it's there, and there. Okay, so they're apparently they're linked, I guess. Okay, so that's what's going on. We've got a little bit of linkage there. So if you want to get to the radio, this top button up here, short press. Whoops. Okay. I may have to, let me get out of scan mode. Now, short press. I think that's the problem. I was still scanning. I didn't realize. But if you're in scan mode, it'll lock a lot of other functions until you get out of scan mode. But you get out of scan mode with a short press of the same button, and then, like I said, the short press up here gets you in and out of FM mode. You can go to the right frequency. I had an issue with one of these when I first got it where it was in the wrong FM settings, the wrong region settings, and so it was trying to tune some really weird frequencies. If that happens to you, you can fix it through the menus. I had to poke through. Only one of the ones that I got did that. Weather band's an important feature, and so the gray button, if you long press there, it takes a minute to scan, but it finally found the strong signal here, and to get out, we just hit that again. Oh, sorry, long press. There we go. I didn't press it long enough. But now we're finally back to our tuning. Our memory bank, actually, I should say, we don't get VFO mode in this one, from what I've seen. If I'm wrong, please somebody leave a comment, let me know. But I have not yet been able to find a way to do any kind of VFO tuning, which is a bit of a shame. I really wish that I could here. Now you can program other frequencies via CHIRP, not to transmit, but to listen. I have found that if I go to the top of the memory bank, which I think is 50, that's DIY 20, 51, 52, and then 53 and 54 even are your DIY banks. If I try and program a channel 55 in CHIRP, or not CHIRP, sorry, this one uses the Radioddity software. If I try and program that in the software, I can't transmit, even if it's a GMRS frequency. So I think it's really pretty locked down. Again, if I'm wrong, please leave a comment. Tell me how I do it, because I've been trying to sort this out for a little bit. Let's see, the bottom button here is our flashlight, our nice handy dandy little flashlight. It's never a really bright one, but it's something. And then of course our transmit button's in the middle. Trying to think if there's anything else you would need to know. Obviously I'm using the little up and down arrows to work my way through the presets, and yeah, I think that pretty much covers the intro here for it. So I hope you enjoy it. It's a neat little radio. There are some limitations that have kind of got under my skin with it, but it's all in all, it's not a bad little radio. Has some pretty good, I'm able to hit repeaters like probably 20-30 miles easy here in the mountains, by the way. So we're not on flatland, and that mountains always makes it more challenging. But a good little radio. Hope you enjoy it. If you're looking to upskill, I'd appreciate it if you'd take a look at Ham Radio Prep. They have a number of courses that are really good for helping you get your license, whether you're looking to get technician, general, or extra. They also have emergency communication courses, crash courses on the Baofengs as well. And if you use the RadioComms code at checkout, RADIOCOMMS at checkout, you'll get 10% off your course, and we will get a little bit of a commission as well, which we would greatly appreciate if you do that. But if not, that's fine, understand. But we do find it important to upskill, and we're really, one of the main motivations for this channel is encouraging folks to upskill in whatever way they can. So if you've never got a radio, we'd want you to get a radio. If you've never got your license, we'd want you to get your license. If you've never had any kind of training on emergency communications, we'd love for you to go there. So in any case, thank you for stopping by. Make sure to like and subscribe. Leave a comment. I know I probably missed a lot of important things, but I hit the things that I thought were the highlights to me, and maybe it didn't cover what you're looking for. So if you've got questions on something else, leave a comment. Maybe I'll do a video on them. Thanks. Take care.